Hey, what's going on, Appliance Boot Camp? Mike Smitty coming to you. Happy Merry Christmas for those people this past weekend. And I know I say it every weekend, but this every time, but this time is truly I'm gonna be quick. I just got back in from my wife and I. We went out. Just not say we went out to eat, and I just pulled up like 4 minutes ago. I haven't had a chance to take my jacket and stuff off to actually come here and do this actual show. So I'm going to be quick because I started not to do it, but I told her I said it won't take me but a minute, then I'm coming. I'm going back home. So I wanted to come in and just talk to you all real quick, especially because we got a class coming up on the 20th. January the 20th. It'll be the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. We'll be doing our hands-on live event for those who want to come. There's a link in the description. Click on that link. We also have financing available now for you all who want to come. So you can go ahead and get it, and you can finance it out to 3 years. Also, like now, we have a 199 special. That's $199 a month for 10 months, and you get all five business suites. So I wanted to come and definitely wanted to come talk to you all now because it's real close. So when I'm talking to you all tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because, like I said, I'm not gonna be here long. Great conversation we had over Christmas, over the Christmas holiday. I had with family and friends, and we're still kind of talking about the things going on with Master P and his son Romeo. Feel sorry for them. Hope they can work things out and get things back in order. I think they're better together than they are apart. But now, unfortunately, because of this, we're now being able to see some real numbers. You know, it used to be prior to this stuff coming out where Romeo saying that he doesn't have any money, that they're broke. We didn't ever get a true numbers of what's really going on over there in Hollywood. Shout out to Master P and this guy. Somebody sent me the video. The guy Nino Brown. He has about 300,000 subscribers. Believe it or not, I didn't know about this guy until a couple of days ago. I think either Friday or Saturday. Somebody sent it to me. But I'm gonna check out a couple more of his videos. But he actually interviewed Master P, and now we got some hard numbers. So now we got numbers where we can actually compare and see if Hollywood is all what it's cracked up to be. For the last 30 or 40 years, they have really pushed us to be entertainers, especially African Americans, as this glamorous life that is going to make you escape from poverty and whatnot. I've been saying it for years. I just couldn't see where I couldn't see it. I didn't see anything for ownership coming out of Hollywood. It looked like it was glamour and stuff, but I never saw ownership. And there's just too much stuff behind the scenes that just wasn't adding up. And a lot of the conversations that people were talking about, we didn't get. Now we get in those conversations where we can now really decide and decipher if what Hollywood says, what we think Hollywood is or not, if it's a good move. I'm gonna have a couple. If you want to come in tonight, also I'll have a link in the description. But I'm gonna play this little clip. This clip that we have is Master P and Nino Brown talking, and Master P gave us hard numbers. He gave us the numbers what they get out of there working in Hollywood and on these TV shows and stuff. And I tell you, they need to come sign up for Appliance Boot Camp quick. All right, so I'm going to actually share the screen, and we're going to actually listen to what Master P says is actually going on over there in Hollywood. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on. I want to let me know if y'all can hear it.
Gotta go stay with your mama. I'm not putting you out of my house. You going with your mama and stay in the house that I'm paying for. Think about it. So you really privileged because you never get put out. They got homeless people. You look at all the things that's going on, man, how people just talking and talking, but they don't really know the truth. So let me break the truth down for you. How much you think Tyler Perry pay actors and actresses? Ooh. This, I mean, be honest. How much you think?
Millions.
See, you're wrong. Tyler Perry, go look at, Google this, y'all. Tyler Perry actors get $60-something thousand. You see what I'm saying? So if Tyler Perry make $280 million off a project, that's his money.
Right.
You signed up for the $60,000. I don't care how long it is. That's all you're gonna get.
That's what you signed for.
That's what you signed for. Okay.
And then nobody made them sign nothing.
No.
Right.
So think about it. Now the difference is Hollywood won't break me down because I'm an independent dude and I don't need it. Think about it. So now, what do you think you make on the Nickelodeon show? Because if my son said he made $50 million.
No, they don't pay like that.
What do you think they pay? What? Juggy, Google the highest paid star on Nickelodeon. That's anybody can do that. The journalists can do this too if they really, because this is how we got to educate our people. Because everybody want to get to Hollywood.
Watch this. Love and Hip Hop came to me last year, and they offered me, you ain't gonna believe it. They said I would be the highest paid on Love and Hip Hop Miami. They said we'll give you $30,000. I said, what the fuck is $30,000? I make $50,000 to $60,000 a month.
See what I'm saying?
What I'm gonna do with $30,000 for a season?
Okay.
Oh, you gonna get exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna get
I don't want no
followers.
exposure. I gotta take care of my family.
See?
So think about, I can't take care of my family off of no Hollywood salary. I've always been an entrepreneur. I don't care if I fall off. I've never been broke.
Ain't never gonna be broke.
I ain't. Because broke is a state of mind, dog.
That's right.
So think about it. I'm a billionaire. I'm on my way to it. Think about it. I done lost millions. I ain't mad at nobody.
And took care of people.
I'm still taking care of them. People say, well, why are you going in the hood? I've been doing that for 24 years and think I'm going to stop because my son angry and upset and he leaching out. Man, mental illness is real. I can pray for him, but the business ain't going to be the same because you done exposed a whole bunch of stuff that don't need to be exposed because it's not really no exposure.
That's what I want to ask you.
Hold on, I want to get this. How much is the highest paid?
All right, so the highest paid Nickelodeon star is Ariana Grande. She worth about $150 million.
But how she started?
Started out music when she was 13. She quickly parlayed her success to TV, and she was cast on the Nickelodeon show with Taurus as Cat Valentine. However, Grande didn't make a fortune on Nickelodeon. TMZ uncovered that show and made $9,000.
Wow.
And what year was that?
2009.
2009. My son was on Nickelodeon at 2003 to 2006. And we shot the show in Canada. So if you shoot a show in Canada, that means you're going for tax breaks.
Yeah.
It's not so I just want to educate the people to that, right? So back then, the Olsen twins made $2,400 an episode. So I'm just saying, she made $9,000. My son probably made $5,000 an episode, right?
Right.
No, let's say $10,000. He had 53 episodes. 53 episodes times 10,000. I'll give him an extra 1,000. How much is that, Jay? Huh? 530,000.
$500,000, a little bit over.
$500,000 from 2003 to 2006. Now think about that.
Now you got to pay taxes on it.
Oh yeah, so that think about it.
Okay. A lot to unpack right there. Okay. For one, the $60,000 that Tyler Perry pays these actors that everybody's just clamoring to be on the movies and stuff like that. And a lot of them only doing that one movie per year, or they're doing a lot of low budget movies in between them. If Tyler is paying $60,000, I can only imagine what the rest of them are paying them. I pay my subs a lot more than $60,000 a year. The other thing, Love and Hip Hop, paying these guys $30,000 to come on there to totally embarrass yourself and to do all this crazy stuff for a whole season. A season's about 15, I think about 15 episodes. So you're getting 30,000. So that's about 2,000 per episode that you're going out there doing it. You can easily with appliance repair doing seal systems. You can do that. You can do that per day, and you can make 10,000 in a week, more or less. As they're getting a whole episode, I wonder how long. I need to go find out how long it takes them to actually shoot an episode. Same thing. He put it at a high end for Romeo to actually the I guess the 3 years or the I think you say it was on 2003 2006 the 3 years that they were out there doing that Nickelodeon shoot. He made a $500,000. You can easily do that in a one man show in appliance repair, running about 5 stops a day. In 3 years, you can touch $500,000. So and so what happened with these guys when they're doing this, they don't own any of this stuff. And that's why they constantly and if you go look at that video, this is a great video because we're getting hard numbers. You go look at those videos, you'll find out they're not making any money. Even when it came down to rap snacks, he was talking about rap snacks. Those guys don't get paid for their likeness being on rap snacks. What they're paying for is the actual the exposure. So they say, let me put your face on this thing, and let me give you the exposure. As far as that 30,000 to be on TV, a lot of the YouTube channels, if you want to go on to somebody a YouTube channel, they got 100,000 or more subscribers, they're asking for 30, 40,000 for you to come on there just for them to interview you. And a lot of the entrepreneurs, we pay it. We pay it because we know if we can get in front of the right people, we can turn that money back in about a month. And as long as that video is getting traction, you can eat off of it for 3 or 4 months, making 25, 30,000 off of it. I don't see how they're going to get the actual exposure from there. I don't think it's as quick as going to somebody with a YouTube channel. I could go to somebody who has a YouTube channel, got over 100,000 subscribers. If I go there and I get to get a show, get an interview there, it'll definitely make money back to me. Even the YouTubers that have the subscriber count, they get the money from actually you coming on there, and then they'll get the money back from YouTube for actually the views and stuff they get. So Hollywood has really lied to us. It's almost more profitable to be an actual YouTuber than it is to be a movie star. To be honest with you, because these guys they don't own anything. And the problem that I'm starting to see after looking at these videos, we got lied to by Hollywood and everybody about the actual. They get famous, but they broke, and they don't have any cash flow. So what happened? They do a quick hit, and they might make that 60,000, excuse me, from Tyler Perry for that 1 year, and then they say, they're going around auditioning, and can't make any more money, and they don't have any cash flow coming in. If you come out and you learn how to start your own service business, your own appliance repair business, you can create your own cash flow, and you'll make more money than way more money than being on Nickelodeon and all these other things. And the other sad part about this thing too, they don't get no ownership off of it. So they go do these shows, and once they get their $2,000, $3,000, their actual shows and stuff, they don't make no more money off of it. So yeah, they're always going to be having financial problems. So we got lied to as African Americans, where we pushing all our eggs into trying to be entertainers and trying to get to Hollywood and to have this lifestyle. If we just redirect and push it more into business ownership. I like the skilled trades because the skilled trades is something that's hard for you to get for them to actually blackball you out. It's also something that they can't take from you. I don't care how I don't care what color you are or what you've done. If you're someplace right now where these pipes are bursting and people ain't got no water and it's flooding everywhere, and you're a plumber, you come, you got work tomorrow, you got work tonight, you got work tomorrow. People are going to pay you. I remember one time I went to a political fundraiser. This has been years ago. One of my business associates that I've done a lot of business with. I have to be careful because everybody can listen to stuff. But he was pretty big in Johnston County, and he asked me to come out to one of their they're raising some money for a political candidate, and at that time they were actually talking. This was an illegal aliens was something that was really pushing hard, and the guy was there at his house. We on his back sunroom, and the guy that actually was there that was trying to raise money at the guy's house. He's telling us he's gonna crack hard down on illegal immigrants and this and that and all that. At the same time, my my friend, he got illegal immigrants mowing his grass while we out there talking, mowing his grass, doing his roof, and fixing his deck. I'm looking. I said, no, you talking about illegal immigrants, but you seem to be okay with them because they're doing a great job for what you getting your price for. You know, you might say one thing on public, but I'm here in your I'm here in your right here in your sunroom, and I see you saying something totally different. So that's why I like the skilled trade. I don't care how bad. But time when somebody needs something done, they go into somebody who can give them the best price and the best quality, and you can compete and make it, and they can't take it from you. I don't care what they do. They can tell them you can't go play basketball and make no money or whatnot. And and these guys cry because they can't play football and this and that. They can take it from them. Unlike my appliance repair, my electrical, all skilled trades, they can't take it from me. You know, I can go underground and make just as much money as I can above ground doing this appliance repair in my skilled trades. You know, the skilled trades pull people out. You know, people bought their way out of slavery through the skilled trades. You go down there to Charleston, and there, you know, all those skilled tradesmen down there. A lot of those people in Charleston, South Carolina, paid their way out of slavery by when they got finished working for their masters would actually send them out to go do work, and then they can moonlight on the side a little bit, and if they have enough money, they'll go back and buy their way out. So that's the power of knowing how to have a trade. That's why I want you all to get into this appliance repair while it's still the doors open so you can get in. This right here, this right here shows us everything about this Hollywood stuff that is all on the facade. They just put it out there to entice us to kill us. Matter of fact, people now are going out here now trying to be rappers, killing each other, murdering each other, having to do all this shady stuff. I know you're a multi-million-dollar supposedly rapper, but you're still trying to sell drugs and you're still trying to rob and do all this criminal stuff to try to make it. So we've been showing numbers from the skilled trades for 3 years now, and our numbers kick those numbers that he just gave butt. So we got to get out of this stuff where we want to be the entertainers and just provide entertainment for people, and we got to get back into actually ownership and providing service. There's nothing wrong with providing service and stuff, because that's where our money is at. And man, it's just crazy that all these years they've been fooling us into believing that mess. All right, we're gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat, and like I say, I'm getting out of here because I told my wife I'm gonna be gone for 30 minutes because we just got back in from dinner. All right. What's up, man? Because we can't read. Because we can't read. Haven't seen you in a while, man. So what's up, Uncle Mike? Hey, how you doing? Frank Evans, happy holidays, Mr. Sneed. Hey, how you doing? Thanks. Quentin Hodge, what's up? What's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Paul Brown, what's up, Mike and ABC family? Hope everyone is doing well. I had a great Christmas. Hope y'all did too. 89 Dr. Funk. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yep, Merry Christmas. Reggie Cruel, happy holidays to you and the ABC family. Thank you, thank you. We really appreciate it. Um, Appliance Boot Camp. That's if you wanted to jump into the live for a minute, that's the link to get into the live. Daryl the Finisher. What's up, Mike and ABC family? Hey, how you doing? 89 Dr. Funk. Man, 30,000 to be on TV. Yeah, it is. But some people just want to be on TV, and I guess to become famous, because they ain't making no money on it for 30,000. Ain't no way in the world. I was telling somebody that this weekend. I wouldn't do it for no 30,000, especially if they're gonna make me get up at a certain time and have to be somewhere, and they're gonna tell me where I need to be at for 2 or 3 days and all that to take 15 shows. I tell them, nah, they can keep it. They can keep that 30,000. I'm good with that. SQ Services LLC. Family, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? I'm Young. What's up, Mike and ABC? Have a happy New Year. Yep. Everybody have a happy New Year coming up. SQ Services LLC. Skill trades is the way. Sign up today and change your lives, people. Yeah, I wish I could get more people to realize this. This skill trade thing is it'll change your lives, the generations behind you lives. Uh, it's a great thing. I had a young man. Shout out to the young man who called me on Christmas Day. It's funny. I get a phone call through Appliance Boot Camp. I have the number there, right there at the bottom, where you can call Monday through. You come on call on Wednesday between 1 and 4. But on Christmas Day, I get a phone call about it's about maybe about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm right in the middle of celebrating with my family stuff. And I see it, and I said, I wonder who this is. And I said, I'm gonna just answer it, And my family was like, hey, you're not working today. This is family time. Put that up. But I'm glad I did. I answered it, and it was a young man on there. He had came. This young man, if you don't know, he had been homeless. And he had a hard go. I had to put a lot of work in with this young man, and I don't want to give an ID out too much, because people might know. I had put a lot of work in with this young man, and he had been homeless for a little bit, but he was calling me. He had went and rented a huge house, for Christmas, and he had brought his and his sisters and his mom and all of them had been homeless and stuff too. But he started his appliance repair business. He was able to go get a huge Airbnb for the holidays, bring his mother and his sisters down, have he got 2 kids and his girlfriend, all of them, put all of them up under one house, and he was able to go get gifts and everything for everybody. And he's now become the anchor of that family, where he was able to celebrate Christmas with them. When Christmas wasn't like you said, it used to be something where you were embarrassed because you couldn't go get presents and stuff for your kids and your family, and you want to celebrate like everybody else. But this time, he because of appliance repair and the skills that he learned here, he was able to, like I say, to make it a joyful time, and to actually starting to become the anchor in his family, where he brought them down there to celebrate. And he called me and he said, I didn't think you were going to answer, but I just wanted to tell you thank you, man, for what you've done. I couldn't do nothing. And I could just tell how proud he was and how happy he was. I guess he kind of snuck off like I was kind of sneaking off, but he said he got all his family and stuff there. He probably had just snuck off a little bit, and he was just sitting back there watching everybody enjoying Christmas. This was Christmas Eve, he called me. And I'm pretty sure he was doing just like I was doing with my family. out celebrating, having a good time, and he just wanted to call and just give thanks again for everything that he had gotten from Appliance Boot Camp. And I'm really, I told him I was very proud of him, and he's going to do great things. Daily revenue. Once you get tired of dealing with unprofessional individuals, the price doesn't even matter anymore. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Especially when you're ready to get something done. DC announcer, happy holidays, Mike and ABC fam. All right, how you doing? Yeah, Frank Evans. So would need a plumber, electrician, etc. Yeah, no doubt. I always that's why I like being the electrician and the appliance repairman because what happens you gotta have you go to the doctor's office like my daughter have to go to the dentist on Friday. My son is going, then I gotta go, and every time I go out there, it costs me a couple of $100, to go. Well, not with the insurance, but they charge in their rate. You gotta have a way to actually to recuperate that the money and stuff that I'm giving out to them. When they come to me, I gotta have a way to charge them the same thing. You can't be going to all these you can't be going to get all these other services and you only and they charging you 85 to $100 per hour, and then the only way you can get it, you gotta go work and make 15, $20 an hour. You can't do that. You gotta have you a way to balance it out, to balance the scale out. Now, a lot of times I say a lot of people they have they have they have a lot of inheritance and stuff like that coming down. Unfortunately, a lot of us we first time people getting it. We don't have no inheritance, and so you got to make all of yours. Press team, quality appliance repair, slave labor plus embarrassment. No, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Ernest Anderson. Happy holidays, Mike, the motivator. Yep, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Um, Fresh team quality appliance repair. My hat's off to that young man. Yeah. He's I had to put a lot of work in with that young man, and he finally turned the curve. He finally turned the curve, and like I say, for him to call just to say thanks and how well his life was turning out now. And I know the feeling. I know the feeling for him to be there, and he's making a great holiday. And he, like I say, he had rented a nice Airbnb to put everybody up for the holiday. So, and that was this year. I think in about 2 to 3 years, it won't be no Airbnb. He'll have. I know in the next 2 to 3 years, next time it'll be at his house. He'll be having everybody there. Because we don't read, that's beautiful. Yeah, it was. It's very beautiful. Like I say, if I could record those conversations and put them on, I think we would be virtual everywhere. And sometimes I tell people, I tell people these stories, and then I wonder. I said, man, it sounds kind of like the news reporters. It seems like this stuff you just making this up. But it's actually true because it sounds too good to be true, but it is actually true. It is actually true. DCNF appliance repair is and has been a true blessing. Yeah, it is. Quentin Hodge shows the blueprint works when you work. Yeah, it does. And like I say, that young man was homeless. He was homeless. He was homeless. He was homeless. He was living in he man, he was homeless. This was one. Remember, I told you all one time before. I didn't know how to actually. I didn't know how to approach somebody who didn't have nothing. He was one of the guys who didn't have nothing. Didn't have no support. At that time, he didn't have a trade. Didn't have nowhere to stay. Didn't have no transportation. He didn't have anything. I mean, he didn't have anything. And we was able to work with him and work with him. Matter of fact, I know he wouldn't care because it's a blessing. It's a blessing. it's a blessing. So I don't know he wouldn't care. The young man I'm talking about, because he deserved to be honored, because he's making some good strides now, cleaning himself up. The young man I'm talking about is a young man that actually helped me build the Appliance boot camp. Remember, his two brothers. One of the brothers stuck with me, and we and because we don't, it won't just me in here working with the young man. Because we don't read, he came here, and a lot of people who have a lot of alumni have came through here and poured into that young man and tried to talk. They have poured into him and tried to talk to him. Because we don't read, spent a lot of time with him back there in the back. I think he even got a little heated at because we don't read when he came up here. But yeah, a lot of the alumni came and tried to talk to him and try to get his head on straight. But he finally he would never come to he would work here, but I could never get him to come through a complete applied food camp school. And they would tell, man, you here working with Mr. Sneed, you need to get take advantage of this. But then he finally came to a complete school, and then from there, him and his uh, uh, child, the parent of his two sons, they were having hard times because they were struggling. And when you're struggling, it's bad. So with that, they jumped in and say, hey, both of us struggling, we got to put this thing together and go make some money. You ain't making no money doing what you doing. I ain't making no money. We ain't got nowhere to stay. So they, at the time, they weren't together, but they needed money. So she jumped in and started doing his paperwork and stuff. They came here. Matter of fact, I gave them an old computer. I gave them an old computer. I didn't have a computer. I gave them an old computer. I said, not just for the appliance repair stuff, but those young kids y'all got, they gotta have access to the internet and stuff. They getting ready to start going to school, so they got the computer. I showed them how to actually show them everything, and I helped her out a little bit, and she got going and got to moving. He what you call he got to going. They got to making money. He came back maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. He came by wanted to talk to me, and I was like, "What's up?" And he said, "Can you go talk to my brother?" I was like, "What's wrong?" He said, "I've been trying to tell him, to come on and motivate him." And he said, "But he won't listen to me." I was like, and he now could see his brother having a hard time, the same place he was at, and he was now like I was with his brother. Said, "I'm trying to help him. He won't work with me. He won't do nothing. I can show him how to do it." And I said, "Hey, same thing I told you. Remember I tell you?" He said, "Yeah, I do, but he doesn't have to live like that. I can't get through to him." And at the same time, because of just being when you try to survive, you run a lot of your family and stuff off, and him and his father kind of got sideways, but now him and his father are back together, and it's funny. He said he called me. He called me and he told me one time that they were doing something, and his father invited him. He'd go back to his father's house for cookouts and stuff like that, and he said his father now is talking to him like a man and getting advice and all proud of him. He didn't know how to feel. He said, I didn't know how to take it. My father now talking to me with respect and honor, what I'm doing, and that if not come around, I don't need anything. He said it feels different, and now his father was looking forward to him doing projects at his house and stuff. It's just funny, but to see that young man come from where we got here 3 years ago to where he was at, where he pulled off to the side Christmas Eve and called and just want to say thanks because He had brought his mother and all them down, and what's it called, and they were having a good time celebrating for the holidays. So I was very proud of Kirk Sherrod. Kirk, oh hey, what's going on, Kirk? What's up, Mike and ABC? It's been a good year. Yeah, it has. It has. Leslie Lane. I worked as a subcontractor for a contractor who does Lowe's installation. And I just ordered your book on Amazon. I've been installing appliances for 12 years, but I'll be adding repair to my service. Okay, good job, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you want to get the book, thanks for reminding me. We have a link to the book in the actual description. Buy the book, and it goes through how to actually start an appliance repair business. I give you my actual Leslie Lane. Thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate it. Prestige quality appliance repair. I'm excited to get to the class in January. I've been trying to turn my friends and family on to the appliance repair industry, but they are too skeptical to seize the opportunity. Sad. Yeah, it is. It's funny. Going back to my book, I gave I tried to surprise my mom. I sent her a book, and she got it, and she thought it was for my niece, fiance. She said she thought my niece had ordered him a book offline because he's trying to get into appliance repair. She said I thought it was something that Felicia had ordered Glenn. So she took my book and she was going to give it to him. And she gave it to my sister. So my sister opened it up and said, hey, Mike wrote this book. I hadn't told him I wrote it. And she was like, what? And she said, yeah, Mike wrote it. So my sister started reading it, and my mom was like, she started reading the book, and she didn't give it back to her. She read the whole book, and my mom was like, she said it kept you entrenched and stuff, and it was good. And I was surprised. So then my brother came over and he picked it up and started reading it, and he read the whole thing through. She said everybody grabbed it. They read it. They said they read it for about an hour. You can read it in about an hour and a half. I'm a slow reader, so it took me about an hour and a half. But she said they read it in about an hour, and everybody enjoyed it. And so I've gotten good feedback from it, and I really appreciate it. Aloha appliance repair. Nothing about Hollywood is real. Hollywood is fake as a $3 bill. Just my opinion. Yeah, I'm finding that out. A lot of them, they just take their money and they put it into flashy stuff, and that's why they don't have any they don't have any cash flow. They don't have any ownership. All it is just to get promotion. That's all they're doing is creating an image to get promotion. When I found that out about the chips, all they're using the chips for is promotion. They're not making no money off of it. So you see people putting their faces on it and stuff. They don't get paid for that. They just say, hey, you can use my face on it, and hopefully that give me more record sales or give me more concerts or something. But they're not making no money off of it. He made no money off of it. I think he said he hasn't to date they haven't made any money off of the chips. So that's crazy. Maybe they need to come get a kettle corn because I done made quite a bit of money off that kettle corn. Maybe they'd be better off doing that. I don't see how he can't make no money off of it. Because I do fundraisers with my popcorn, and the people that fundraise make money and I make money. So I don't know. And then I was kind of hesitant too because he was talking about he bought a building and he put a building in his he said his aunt took a building from him. He bought a building, but he put his building in his aunt's name, and then from there Hurricane, she took it because she said it was in her name, so she took it from him, and then Hurricane Katrina came and messed the building up, and they have no insurance on it, and they lost the building. And see, that's the stuff I started listening to, and I said, don't sound right for somebody doing multi-million dollars worth of business. I'm not doing multi-million dollars worth of business, and just the people I ran with. I don't have access to the people they have access to. Not no doggone well, you don't put nothing in nobody's personal name. I ain't gonna put it in my name. I'm sure enough I ain't gonna put it into nobody else's personal name. I know to put it into an LLC. I do that from the jump when I started buying property. Now, when I bought my first piece of property, my personal residence, I didn't know anything about it. I was just a W-2 worker and stuff. But as soon as I started making a little bit of money and started running with real business owners and stuff, everybody told me that own nothing but control everything. You don't put nothing in. I ain't put nothing in nobody's. I ain't putting nothing in nobody's name. Especially if they got less than I got. Especially if they got less business acumen than I got. I ain't putting in their name. I'm gonna put it into the LLC. They'll own it, but I'm gonna control the LLC. So, when I start hearing stuff like that, I just couldn't tell. It just didn't sound right. Frank Evans, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Thanks, I appreciate it. Fresh team quality appliance repair. Hollywood is all smoke and evil mirrors. Shake my head. Yeah, it is. Myron Webster. Truth be told, people want to have exposure more than profit. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I think a lot of it comes they don't know how to create they don't know how to create profit. And believe it or not, to create cash flow, and you not be there, it takes a lot of work. And just not anybody just ain't gonna do it. So in order for you to build up a product or build up some type of business that can operate with you not being there and gonna continue to kick off cash flow and stuff like that, get you passive income, it's hard to do. That's why a lot of times they want that upfront money. They don't want to take because you got to take all of your money and dump it into the business that you're doing, and it sucks. I tell you, it sucks. It sucks when you see everybody else. I know how I feel sometimes when I see everybody else with the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris and stuff, and I know if it pops through my mind, if you hadn't taken your money and put it into this building or put it into that, you could have a Ferrari right now. You could be driving a Lamborghini right now, and you want to have that because you see all of them doing it. But then what happens when it kicks off and that thing start making money and it starts, you got passive income where I'm at right now, where I'm okay. I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything. I'm okay, and I feel good. I feel good about it, but it still crosses my mind from time to time. If you have all that money tied up there, you had all that cash in the bank. Look what you would have, you know. But I got passive income coming in, so I don't have to work or do anything. It's great. It's a great feeling to be 50 and be where we're at. And so and that's the thing too. We were talking yesterday at my in-laws. People were talking about getting ready to retire and stuff, and they were talking about a lot of them got to go to their 60. Some are going past 60, 65 and stuff. And this is the first time my niece, no, two people, my niece and my sister-in-law, they're like, you need to, you the millionaire, you need to be giving us some actual investment. Tell us about some of your investments. And I looked at them, kind of threw me that they actually said that I'm a millionaire and they wanted me to give some investment advice. But the first time ever that I got referred to as a millionaire. And I want to tell them I'm not a millionaire, but then if I go add up probably all my properties and stuff, I might be. So, Slick, go home. I am going to go home. I'm going home right now. So once again, I want to thank everybody for actually joining us for tonight. I'll be back on Thursday. If you hadn't already, sign up for the Appliance Boot Camp. That young man, I'm gonna see if I can get him to come onto the show and talk again. Cause y'all saw him at the beginning helping me build. Y'all haven't talked to him since he actually been out running his appliance repair call. I want to get him back on so you kind of see his progress. But that's a young man that we took in and we took him from nothing. As a matter of fact, I said I got to go back to my video. I said I was going to see if I can take a young man like that broken and put him back on the right track and repair him. And we did it. We did it. So like I said, he called me yesterday Just so happy that he was able to spend the holidays with his family and stuff down. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll be back on Thursday. And y'all, hope everybody have a Merry Christmas. Let's get ready to have a Happy New Year. Talk to you later. Bye bye.